Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Phoenix Trading Strategies Forecast Trading Room, where strategic knowledge and information allows you to trade successfully. Today is February 4th, 2016. It is 2 a.m. in the morning Eastern Time. Before we begin, let's go to a disclaimer. Disclaimer. Future stocks and spot currency trading have large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the future stocks and Forex markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This presentation website is neither a solicitation or an offer to buy or sell future stocks or Forex. The representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on this presentation website. Past performance of indicators or methodology are not necessarily indicative of future results. Being that said and done, let's go to the calendar. And the calendar is interesting today since we are on Thursday. So we've had, actually, better than expected numbers for consumer climate for the Swiss. So that's interesting. We do have Fed member Rosengren speaking within the hour, of course. Actually, no, within 15 minutes. 10 minutes to be exact. Huh, why so late? Okay. Then at 3 a.m. we have ECB President, European Central Bank President Draghi speaking. That'll be interesting. We have Halifax at 3:30, and then finally European Central Bank Economic Bulletin Board. Oops. And quite a bit of news after that. Now we do have monetary policy and rate announcement today for the UK. So that will be interesting. And then later on in the morning we have unemployment claims, non-farm productivity, preliminary unit labor costs, factory orders, natural gas for the US. Oh, quite a bit of news. And we will be having non-farm payroll this Friday. So Friday we will be opening up the room a little earlier. I'm not going to trade the beginning of non-farm payroll. I'm going to let the announcement be released before we actually look for a trade. There's a new strategy that we're going to implement. But okay, wonderful. So let's go. So seems like there's a trade here on the Swiss franc. Now, the interesting part about this is that from the looks of it, I see the US dollar recovering from the whipping that it took last night. And that was a tremendous whip that it took. So we're going to find out. Now here's the interesting part, that on the 30-minute here in the market analyzer we have power dots. Here on the US Swissy we have Euro Pound, New Zealand Dollar, USCAD, New Zealand CAD, Pound Dollar, of course, Euro Dollar, let's see, Euro Yen, Euro Swiss, Aussie Dollar. So we're going to look at this one first and then work our way up. So we're on the 30-minute here. That's the interesting part. Now, as we go, the reason I drew this line is because this is where there's a trend stop. At the same time, there are power dots, and we have pivots, of course. So it looks like there is a trade in hand. So let's go back in time and see where else we see that little trade. See if it comes up. There it is. Okay, so here, every time they've tested it, they've made a move up. So that's why it's coming up here. Okay, let's continue. They've used it as a resistance level before making a move to the upside. And then once they've made a move up, they've used it as a support level. Okay, let's continue. Now, when they have broken through it, they've been very aggressive to break down. But every time they've challenged it before breaking above, they have tested it real aggressively. So, let's continue. All right. Okay, okie dokie. So, from the looks of it, it looks like they're going to make a move to the upside. Stop that. Behave yourself. Now, if that is the case, let's confirm it here on the 30-minute before we go into the smaller time frame. So what we're looking for here is actual evidence of that move. Now, normally, when that happens, we're looking for, there you go. So this made move and then came back down. So the divergence was to the downside. So they came down here, came up, came down right here, and oh, that's a tricky little one, isn't that? See, because what this is showing is based on what we're seeing here. Okay, so we have an imbalance here. We do have an imbalance here. There's definitely an imbalance here because here the point of control of the sellers is above where the buyers is, and then here it's at the very bottom. And we do have what appears to be volume divergence. Now, if that is to be the case, let's take a look at this. Okay, see at 84 on the buy, 64 on the sell, 20, this one at bullish, this one, and this one. Okay, they broke through this level now, and what I'm trying to see is, where is it here? Where is the divergence coming in from? Is it here? Now, if that is the case, you see, this could be what we call a Big Ben trade, where they're moving to trade the stops and then pull back down. So now that we have an idea, now we can actually go into the smaller minutes. Let's go to the 15-minute. Let's give it a... Okay, now we're on the 15-minute, of course, and here's where it gets interesting, because here we actually have power dots here and here. Now, they broke through this. The way they did this one was, if divergence is to the upside, so then it would be more or less like this. And let's clarify. So this would be 1. This is 2. Of course, they come down and then boom, they pop. Short-lived, divergence to the downside. They come down again. They meet here. Then they move up. And they meet here again. Right off the trend stop, move up. They do it again. They meet here again, and divergence to the upside. But this is negative. Said the wise man. See, a bullish candle with negative volume. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so we have, this is an imbalance right here. The buyers are at the bottom, the sellers are at the top, and the point of control. So the footprint here is telling us something completely opposite. Now, as they're going up, the sellers are announcing they're going to take control. So now we have a consistent message. 1, 2, 3. This one is consistent, and so is this one. Point of control even of the buyers is down here and here. Now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, normally, they will do, and it'll depend because it'll be a 7th candle. So it would start from here, actually. This is where divergence began. Let's draw a line. would be from, yeah, it would be actually from here, actually. So let's draw a line. La 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 la. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now 7 right here is telling us, and there's a pivot right here, which they're having a really, really hard time. And this is the real level right here, 1076, which they haven't hit. But this thing has negative volume, and that's a no-no. Now, that's 8.79 million on the buy, 22 on the sell, jumps to 13 million negative volume. So I'd like to wait and see. This one has one more minute. Now, if I'm right, this will be the candle that flips. And if this is the candle that flips, then we will be short. Now, here's the funny part, that 1.076 looks to be the resistance. And they've got a minute left. And it has negative volume. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to go short from here. But let's see, because it opened up here at the top. So this could be the final one. They make the move up and then they come back down. And if that's the case, they'll hit this level right here. So let's wait and see. But from the looks of it, they may not play. And they may come down from there because of the way that it opened. Being this a candle where it had negative volume, usually the next one as it opens is usually bearish. So let's play to the downside. Let's take it short here at 1.070, and our stop loss will be literally 10 pips. 9 actually. I don't think it'll go. Now, if I'm right, what they'll do is that they'll come and hit a trend dot right here at this line. Now, if they do that, then they may go long from there, but this one had negative volume, and that's a no-no. This one had more volume than this one. And this one had more volume than this one. So they were pushing to rebalance pretty aggressively. 17, 5, 17. This one had 28, 14. So it had... So here's where it's going to get interesting right here. That is an interesting play that they did. So let's wait and see. Now, let's go down to the 10-minute actually. Okay, so we're on the 10-minute now. See, this one had negative volume, and it was pretty aggressive. And from the get-go here, this one had bullish volume. The divergence was here. It came 1, 2, 3, and then up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, from here, here's where we're looking for divergence here. So it would begin, you could say here, 1, 2, then finally 3. but this one had negative volume. So the divergence is to the downside now, not to the upside. So we're looking at it from an inverted angle, which would be here, going this way. Let's see if it holds. Now, this one has negative volume right now. It's a bullish candle with negative volume. That's the interesting part. And the point of control for both the buyer and seller here at the bottom. Now, this is inverted, and this is inverted. So this is demonstrating an imbalance beginning here. So normally we'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need another 2 candles. Another 2 candles, and that will confirm. So this next candle, see, this one had slightly bullish volume, and I mean slightly. But there's a decline from here to here, and that's usually what we're looking for. Because that means that they're finishing rebalancing. Now this one didn't do it, but this one might, and this one, I think this is the head fake before it comes down. Now they haven't hit 1076, which is their resistance level, but they're getting real close to it. And the divergence is still to the downside, so we'll have to wait and see. Now the volume here is just slightly bullish. No real movement per se. We're only down 3 pips, which is hardly nothing. And I just don't think they're going to pop to the upside. I think they're actually going to continue to strengthen the Swiss franc against the dollar. Now, if I'm right, then we should see the euro rise and the pound dollar against, and the pound against the US dollar. This will be interesting. See, for the amount of bullish volume this thing has, this thing should have popped. You got 22 million on the buy, 16 on the sell, difference of 6.8. And it's not. And we have power dots right there at 1.076, which is just 2 pips away, which is hardly nothing. We're only down 4 pips for the amount of volume that they're pushing. You got 25 million on the buy, 16 on the sell. This thing should have exploded to the upside. This may be that last push to the upside before they come down. I may have been a little premature in my entry, but it seems like they may play it. So let's see. Yeah, because I mean, to move just a lousy 2 pips for the amount of volume that they're pushing is questionable. Excuse me. And see, I don't want to go into the smaller time frames because it doesn't make sense. Normally they'll have about a 7 candle warning. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it would be 1, 2. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Final push 8. It never made it down. The message is significant here. Well, this should give us a 2 candle warning. 1, 2, and this should be the one that comes down. No, there is no. I just don't see the logic in this making a move to the upside. See, this one didn't come down to use this as a support level, where I would have supported a bullish move if that were the case. Instead, we're seeing divergence to the downside, so let's see how aggressive this is. And if I'm right, then we should see this come right back down to 1.046 from 1.0070. That'll be a nice 30 pip trade. See, here's where they say patience is virtue. They're not kidding. But the amount of volume that they're playing here doesn't make sense because you've got 35 million on the buy, 58 on the sell. It's a negative candle right now. It would be a bullish candle with bearish volume, difference of 22 million. Now, it's apparently the reason why the volume bar is straight because it's trading inside the previous one. And that is true. 43 million on the buy, 59 on the sell, and no movement. $63 on the sell, 47 on the buy, difference of 16 million, 15 million now. 48 on the buy, 64 on the sell. $51 on the buy, 64 on the sell. And it hasn't moved a bit. This either could be the biggest head fake to the upside, or they're really trying to sucker people to go long where their whole intent is defined to the downside. That would be very interesting. Now this one's almost perfectly balanced. 66 on the buy, 67 on the sell. Difference of 1 million, which is nothing there. Practically perfectly balanced. 67 on the buy, 67 on the sell. Now it has bullish volume. 70 on the buy, 67 on the sell, 71 on the buy, and no action. 2 minutes left on this candle. Next candle. No, not yet. Well, we're almost there from the looks of it. You got 75 million on the buy, 76 on the buy, 72 on the sell. There's 4 million. Bullish volume. and nothing. And it's trading inside the previous candle, which is not a good sign of a bullish trade. Interesting. And you just have more and more volume increasing to the upside. 89 million on the buy, 90 on the buy, 81 on the sell, difference of 11 million and nothing. No movement, and we're only down 1 pip, 2 pips, 1 pip. Now we're at 91 on the sell, 94 on the buy. Ooh. And it's still an inside bar, and that's a big bar. Now, if it stays with bullish volume, that would be the last bar to the upside, and this would be then the next candle right after this one should come down, which we just entered it. So let's see how this one plays. And here's the tricky part. Interpretation of this previous candle is that it had plenty of volume, but lacked liquidity to drive price action to the upside. And it was an inside bar with a tremendous amount of high frequency trading. So this one should define come on, give up the trade. Said the wise man. So we're down 2 pips, 3 pips, 2 pips. It has negative volume. So come on, where is the liquidity here? We still have volume divergence to the downside. So, now the previous one was an inside bar. This would be the outside bar, and if this one kicks, then we found our trade for the evening, and that means that we will be done. That would make it nice, fast, short, and sweet. So we're at break even now. And I would feel more comfortable once it breaks below 1.0067, just 2 pips away. So let's see how aggressive and kind they are. Okay. Let's go. Make it a momentous and gracious evening for us. Break below. Here's where it's going to get interesting right here. Whenever they break below this one, 1.0064, which is 3 pips away, then we got them. And then, of course, the justification of volume divergence is a beautiful thing because it will be this way. And we will have price action to the downside as well. It's what we call a hallelujah moment. Can I get an amen? That's the one. So now we're up 5 pips. Let's see if it continues. 6 pips. Keep going. Don't stop. And very little volume. 23 million on the buy, 53 on the sell. Difference of 29 million. And we didn't have to go look at other trades. So if this continues to fall, which is where it's going to be questionable, then, like I said, here's where it becomes interesting right here. Remember, this is a line that they have to trade below. So if they close below this line, and the next candle comes down, it's going to come down. It could be a good trade. Now, I would be really, really appeased if it came down to 1.033. That's a 40 pip run to the downside. Don't really know if it's going to play, but we would aspire to such a thing. And looky here. Keep going, don't stop. Don't stop. So we're up 6 pips. And we were never down more than 3 pips on that trade. Talk about perfection. Any comments? No comments? That's okay. Now we do have a pivot here, and that means that it's going to hit the floor right here at 1.0060. So that's a 10 pip move for us. Now if it breaks below there, it comes down here and then here. So it could be a quick 20 pip move. But not quite yet. Hit this level. See how close to it. Still have 3 minutes in this candle. Oh boy, they're really, really making it an exciting evening, aren't they? Two minutes to go. Now, if this does go, we probably have another 6 candles to the downside on this trade. So let's see if it plays. Come on, boys and girls, make it a special moment. lack of price action. One more minute left. Come on down. Come on. Push down slightly right before the next candle. Make it interesting. And there it is. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. Next candle. Let's see what this one does. Hardly no volume. Got a little bit of bullish volume coming in. Nothing on the negative side. 7 million on the buy, 0 on the sell. Okay. 500,000 on the, okay, 1.4 on the negative. Almost 9 million on positive 9 point. So we got 10 million on the buy, 1.4 on the sell, 14 on the buy. 15 on the buy. 16 on the buy and 1.5 on the sell. That's a lot of bullish volume with hardly no movement. 21 on the buy, 4.6 on the sell. What are you going to do next? See, the amount of bullish volume in this candle does not justify the lack of action. 44 million on the buy, 4.8 on the sell. Are you kidding me? Yes, will be an interesting candle, that is for sure. Difference of 41 million. Bullish volume, and it hasn't hardly moved. Morning, Jeremy. How are you, my friend? 62 million on the buy, 8 million on the sell. And this thing has hardly moved. $13 million on selling. That thing moved very quickly in our favor. 65 on the buy, 66, 67 on the buy, 14 on the sell. That was an interesting move. 70 on the buy, 14 on the sell. There's 56 million, and this thing has not exploded up What is wrong with that picture? I'm still short based on what I see. Mm-hmm. So, what are you going to do? See, this doesn't make sense. You got 72 million on the buy, 14 on the sell. There was a 58 million bullish volume, and this thing hasn't moved hardly anything. We're still up 4 pips on this trade. That means that this might be the final candle. They rebalance to the upside before it comes down. And there's an imbalance in this candle. Point of control for the sellers is here at our entry. No, here at this level. Well, the bears is up here, but there's no price action to the upside, hardly. Especially for the volume that they've got in that thing. And they got 5 minutes left on this candle, which I don't like. See, it hasn't. Oh no, they've really pushed this. 102 million on the buy, 36 on the sell, and they have not exploded to the upside. Hell, that's an imbalance right there on its own. Talking about a discrepancy between volume and liquidity to drive the market. Difference of 66 million, and it hasn't moved. 67 million bullish and nothing. Wow, talk about high frequency at its best. The lie is disclosed. Shh. Come on, bring it down. 109 on the buy, 48 on the sell. Difference of 62, 61 million. Bullish volume and nothing. $109 million on the buy, 50 on the sell. 59 million bullish, and this thing hasn't budged. Come on. 115 million, 117 on the buy, 53, 118 on the buy, 53, 119 on the buy, and 53 on the sell, and that thing hasn't moved. Wow. What a lie. Holy cow. It's negative. Well, it's actually a bearish candle with bullish volume. That is some serious irony there. And it is an inside bar again. One more minute to go. $119 on the buy, 64 on the sell. Difference of 55 million with bullish volume in this candle. And this is a bearish candle with bullish volume at this particular moment. And here we come. Come on down. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Here it is. Oh God, I feel bad beating them on this trade. I do, but not really. Oh, I need another cup of coffee. Oh, that was just despicable, that move. Huh. Lord have mercy. See, someone reading bullish volume on that would really, really be in trouble. Now, here's the thing. The imbalance is correct because we have two candles now telling us that the buyers are going to eventually come in and take control. Now, I'm thinking they're going to come down to 1.0060. And this is where it's going to get interesting. Because here's where they hit the road. And there's a brick wall right waiting for them. Now, if it does continue, as I said, could come down here to 1.0045 or lower. See, what I like about this is it's an inside bar with bullish volume, but it failed miserably. And so now they got to come down. There's no question about it. And we should have at least 6 candles to the downside. It's a beautiful thing when you find that one trade, that one trade that makes sense. You don't have to do anything else. Don't have to waste any more time. I mean, these were probably the easiest 9 pips we could have ever made right now. Come on down. Come on down. We want you to come down. We're inviting you to come down. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Put a smile on all our faces. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So here's where I don't get. Some people would say, that it's impossible to trade FX. I mean, we do it all the time. And we have great fun with it. Now, sometimes we do have minor losses. I mean, it's natural. But when we hit a trade and it's a home run, this looks like it's going to be one of those home run trades. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. We're literally 10 pips into this thing. And here it comes. Come on, let's go. Go blue. 10060. Put a smile on our face. It's your volume. 29 on the buy, 35 on the sell. See, here's a beautiful thing that we were able to identify volume divergence, and now we do have that same divergence going in the same direction of the trade. That's the beautiful thing behind this. So everything is going in the right direction now. Where before we had divergence here, but the trade was pulling up instead of going down. Now it's going down in the same direction of that divergence. See, you can move your, if you had a 10 pip stop loss, you could move to break even now. They are taking a little longer than expected. I mean, they've been real slow about this. $52 on the buy, 43 on the sell. Difference of 9.9 million. See, you have bullish volume in a bearish candle, and that's not good. Because that means that eventually the buyers are going to come in and take control. But just not yet. And what they could do to really prove a point that they are going to go long is come all the way down to 1.0035. And I would really, really appreciate it if they did that. And then go long. Because here is a 720-minute level. And if they come all the way down here, then I will go long from there. But right now, we need them to give us more. So now we are 10, 12 pips into this. Oh, Lord have mercy. They are just not having a good night with us. Go, go, go. Indeed, indeed. We're up 12 pips from our entry. And we still haven't hit the divergence here yet. Wow. What a rip. Boy, they're just having a bad moment with us. And look at that. It's a bearish candle with bullish volume. 67 on the buy, 65 on 66 on the sell. Now perfectly even, 69 on the buy, 67 on the sell. Now if they break through here where they're at, it'll come down to 1.0050. Let's make it a 20 pip trade. Again, it has bullish volume. But we still need another 3 candles to the downside. Any questions? I know it's boring as can be, but at least we're on the right side of the trade. Let's see, 82 on the buy, 80 on the sell. Wow. Now this would be the second bearish candle with bullish volume. And that makes it a very dangerous scenario. Because normally the third one is bullish. So after this candle, if we see a bullish move, actually we'll go long, but I just don't see it happening. 93 on the buy, 81 on the sell, difference of 13 million bullish volume. And price action is not being kind to them. And they got one more minute. Now they are bouncing off of that trend stop right there. What are you gonna do? Okay. So this candle is going to be defining. Let's see what this one does. See, I would have expected this one to be a bullish candle after two bearish candles with bullish volume, but I don't think they're done yet to the downside. And I think they have to go down to one. They've got to break through that trend stop at 1.0058. That's where it's going to be very crucial. So far, we have negative volume in this bearish candle, which is good. Again, we're up 10 pips. Let's see what happens here. 12 pips. And here it comes. Looky loo. Come on down. Yep, slap them silly. I need you to come down here and make it a 20 pip run. Because here's where the fight begins. Do it in one candle. There it is. Come on. Here it comes. Oh my. I feel so bad. $83 million on the negative, 47 on the buy, 90 on the sell. Oh, Lord have mercy. They broke through our level. Look at that. That's a 30 pip trade right there. And as soon as this is done, see, you could take 30 pips now out of their hide and say thank you very much, goodbye, which I think I'm going to do and be done with. Sometimes you just can't challenge luck. Now, if it gave more, great, but realistically, if you're not happy with 30 pips in your pocket, there's something wrong with you. If it gives more, I got out with 25. If it gives more, great, but see, now I'm going to look for the reversal here. Because this is what I call Big Ben. So now, we would actually go down to the smaller minutes, go into the 5 minute. You're very welcome. Did you take that trade, Jeremy? Yeah, see, here's what's interesting. We got out here and it bounced right back up. Now, what that tells us is that they're going to make one more move to the downside, but then it's going to be up. And see here, for instance, here's where they pushed up at We're looking for the push down, which is here, then here, and we need one more down, which will probably be this one. And then that'll be the end of that. But wow, they came all the way down to where we said they would, which is a beautiful thing. But I want to wait for the next candle. And look at the retracement of this thing. See, that's the beautiful thing about this right now, that we don't have to prove anything anymore. We can actually take this trade long from this point and say thank you very much. But problem with that is that I'm tired. And so are you. See, here it is. Here's the bearish candle we were looking for. And if it holds, now we're going long. This is the trade to the upside. It's not bearish, it's bullish. Now they're going to come down one more time, so don't take it yet. Wait for it. No, go ahead, get in if you want. From this point, they should come right back up because they threw the kitchen sink at this one. See, this one had very little volume, 60 million on the buy, 62 on the sell. And then here, they're already 18 on the buy, 19 on the buy, 13 on the sell, 21 on the buy. And as soon as they break above, and there it goes. Come on, breakthrough. We all know that you want to strengthen the dollar, but you had to come down to take everyone out. Come on, breakthrough. Breakthrough. Oh, they're just being stubborn, but they're going to break through. See, they bounced right off of this level. Right here. They came all the way down, hit it, and then bounced right up. Held it right here, and this is going up. How's the volume? It's bullish, but not bullish enough. Okay, we're at break even, breakthrough. Nothing. Still no breakthrough. So see, if you got 30 pips under your belt and you're in on this trade, you can actually risk 15. Why not? Even though it's not going to come down. And there it goes. Go, baby, go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Now this is an inside bar. Inside this gray. It's inside this previous bar. And it's got volume, but momentum is what it's lacking. Momentum and liquidity. 104 on the buy, 85 on the sell. Barely up 2 pips. I don't like that. See, if it doesn't break above 1.060, which is where we had such a fight at the beginning, and it broke through. Oh, come on, keep going. Don't stop. Put a smile on our faces tonight. Go, baby, go. Go, 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 go. Don't stop. Don't stop. No, no, no. Keep going. There it is. Keep going. 2 more pips. and I'll have a smile on my face. See, that's why I told you the buyers were eventually going to come in and take control, which is what they did. But for the amount of volume they've put into this thing should have popped even more, and it didn't, and that's disappointing. So I would say that the trend dot's going to be right here, and they're going to use it to reverse if it doesn't break above 1.0061. That's the number that we needed to break above. So break above. Come on, you're right there. But we need you up here. That's right, keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Move, move, move. Oh, what a beautiful night this is. Keep going. Don't stop, you treacherous. Oh, hate when they do that. See, they landed right on our price and they could reverse from this point. So this candle is going to be very crucial. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Push. Go long, long, long. Oh, treacherous. Treacherous candle. We're going to hold on. We're going to wait. We're going to wait because they're playing. See, here's where they begin to play this game. We all know they're going to go long, but they want to make everyone believe that, oh, no, 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 we're going to go short. No, no, no. They're going to go long from the looks of it. Oh, yes, indeed. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Make it worth our while tonight. Well, here's the thing. I'm a little tired, so I'm going to let you guys take this trade. I'm going to close it out right here. That means that we would actually walk away tonight with approximately a 35 pip run right here, which I don't mind. And move your stop accordingly. Lock in a profit. Put a trailing stop. And don't lose too much sleep over it. I'm not. Here's your trade for the night. It should run. What a beautiful trade to the downside that we caught. And then the reversal. I mean, you just couldn't ask for more. So we're going to get short tonight because I'm a little tired. Have a great evening. Have a great morning. And we will see you Friday morning very early, 8:10 a.m. Eastern Time for non-farm payroll. I'm not going to trade it, but we will be looking for trades after the announcement, and I'm sure they're going to give us some. So that's pretty much it, guys. You're welcome, Jeremy. Have a great one. And thank you again for joining us here at Phoenix Trading Strategies. We'll see you Friday morning. Bye-bye now.